This video will cover Adobe Premiere Basics. I will show you how to import media, select shots, edit to the timeline, add transitions, add and adjust music, and output your show. Once you have loaded Adobe Premiere, you will receive this dialog box. You will click on New Project to create a new project, name your project, and then you'll probably want to change the location to save the files in to something a little more meaningful. And you do want to save all your files during your project in the same folder. The next thing that you'll want to choose is the capture format. You'll want to change it to HDV, and you press OK, and that should create your project. The next thing you'll want to do is to go up to the Premiere menu, click on Window, Workspace, and make sure that you choose the editing in CS 5.5. That will give you all the available windows that you need to get started. First panel I'll be showing you is going to be this panel at the top left side where the media library information. That's where you import your media. You can go up here to the Premiere menu and click on File, Import, and then you'll choose your files, audio and video that you want to upload. I'll just choose one. And then a dialog box will show you that's importing the files, and they'll show up over here in your project list. In your media panel here over to the far left, you can scrub through your video as well by just taking this little marker. You can also play by hitting the space bar to start, hitting the space bar to stop. This panel over here just shows the clip that you have clicked here, so if you double click, it'll change the clip. This is where you can set your markers. As you can see, some markers are already set. So if I wanted to change it, I could just slide the markers. If I wanted to add a new marker, I just can press M. That'll add a new marker. Or I can mark my out. Expand this, add marker, mark in. And then once you have that, the marker set to wherever you want to have your clip, you take your mouse and you drag it down here wherever you want it on your timeline. There's a few things that you can do. You can zoom in or zoom out by just dragging this little box right here. You can also use it as a scroll. As you can see, the clip inputted in video 1, and it has an associated audio channel with it as well. If I wanted to get rid of this audio track that's associated with the video, what I would do is I would right click on this audio track and I would come down here and unlink it, and then if I highlighted it again and clicked on delete, it would delete that audio track associated with the video track. Also on your timeline, you can, once you choose the clip, you can also edit that clip as well, making it shorter or longer. This box up here shows you what is showing on your timeline. So it's a preview of your timeline. And this box here is a preview of the individual clip where you manipulate the clip. If you want to manipulate or watch the video that you're making from your timeline, it would be in this box over here. The next thing we want to probably do is add some more video, so I'm going to go ahead and add that, and then I'll show you transitions. Okay, so now that I have a few video clips added on the timeline, I want to probably add some transitions to make it a little smoother. Let me zoom in on this box here. You can see there are video transitions, and there are different types of transitions that you can add. One that is very effective is the dissolve, the cross dissolve. So you click on that, zoom back out here, and then you just drag it to where you want it, the transition to appear on your timeline. So if we watch this up here, we'll see when it gets to here that'll be a nice cross transition, so it's not just something very abrupt. Okay. And again, there's different types of transitions that you can use. There's also video effects that you can change the effects of the video, like color correction or distortion, over here in this panel on the far left. The next thing I'm going to do is show you how to add some audio clips. So again, over here on this panel, double click, and this shows up your audio track here. You can play it. And as the same as the video, you can set markers. Once you have your marker set in your audio channel, to drag it down, you have to click here on drag audio only. And then if you drag it down to your audio source, you'll see that it shows up in green. And your audio clip can be edited just as your video clip could. In addition, you can add multiple audio clips and some audio effects and audio transitions to that as well. You can also edit your audio tracks by taking your mouse and increasing that, and you'll see your left audio and your right audio. Let me zoom in on the timeline a little more. Again, take your mouse, get that section, you can move it down, and you can see your left audio and your right audio. To increase or decrease your audio, you'll take your mouse, and as you can see, you get the little arrows. Increase the decibels, decrease the decibels. That's for the whole audio channel itself. To add keyframes, command and click and drag. If you want to add another one, actually just add this a little bit low so it'll fade. This will fade in. Have it coming up, command again, and drag up. And then you can also do sort of the same thing in between the audio and video channels, or I'm sorry, between the audio channels, the various different music you may have, or also any type interview type things as well. So once you're done adjusting your audio, it may look something like this where it transitions in and out. In your video, you're probably also going to want to have some clips, some text, at least at your introduction and at your close. And to do that, you go up here to titles and new title, and you do default still, and it brings up a text box here. You can just type in text, and then it gives you a text editor type thing where you can just type in whatever you want. Introduction, for instance. You can change the font, all different types of things for your text. Once you're done, you just exit out, and you'll see it over here in the media panel. It created a new text. Double click to edit it. To use it, you can just drag it, say there. Might want to make it a little shorter. You can edit that as well. So if you start your video up here, you can see it says introduction. So that's basically what your video would look like. One last thing, once you have your video completed and you have marked your in points and your out points, you'll want to export it to Adobe Media Encoder. You go up here to File, Export, and Media. For your format, you'll want the, let's see, which one was it? You'll want the H.264, which I don't see in my list. Oh, here it is, H.264. And then for, you want to use max rendering, use previews, import into project, and then here we want YouTube 1080p HD. Let me make sure. Yes, 1080p HD. And then click on Q, and that should bring up Adobe Media Encoder. As you can see, Adobe Media Encoder has loaded. The file is here in the queue, and you just press this play button to start the queue, and that will convert it to a format to use to upload to YouTube. And you can play it. And that concludes my video. Thank you for watching.